The Oklahoma Sooners offense may have finally found an identity, and we're going to talk about it today on Sooner Born. Okay, heading into these last 2 weeks, it's been a mess. The offense has been struggling all season. Even in the first 3 games, the non-conference games, it just didn't look clean. It didn't look sufficient like we're used to seeing from an OU offense. But, following Saturday's win, the offense is still, looking a little unreliable to a certain extent. But I think they found something with the running game. I think they need to stick with that. I was calling for that all season. We need to stop being this pass-happy team all the time. And they need to, get in there and grind it out. 3 yards, cloud of dust, whatever we need to do, because that seems to be what will work better for this unit that we have. Jackson Arnold's still not a seasoned veteran quarterback. He still makes mistakes out there. So we got to take the pressure off of him. And, hey, man, give the ball to these running backs, the guys, the highly recruited players that we got. Let's feed them the football. Let them do what they do. Okay? Now, I was checking out this article on OUdaily.com. Shout out to them. And it says, Oklahoma head coach Brent Venables believes that OU's offensive struggles are something many will be willing to sort through as the program looks for its new offensive coordinator following Seth Littrell's firing on October 20th. However, it is also evident that the win against Alabama will only aid their efforts. The job is not going to be any more attractive than it already has been. I mean, we got a line all the way down the Gulf of Mexico for this opening, Venables said post-game. We will find the best combination of new staff that is going to help continue to build this program and move it in the right direction. With the new offensive coordinator comes change, something that OU has battled all season in the form of a new conference, extensive injuries, quarterback battles, coaching replacement, and in the midst of all of this uncertainty from both the staff and player perspective, it has been evident. Potential situations, like the circulating rumors about possible offensive coordinator candidates, have been accompanied by heavy realities, such as quarterback Kevin Sperry's recent flip commitment. According to On3 and 247 Sports, the 3-star quarterback was OU's only quarterback commit in the 2025 class. And I will get to that in a video later. We're gonna talk about something, not much about Sperry, but I got some things to speak on about that. Now, continuing, Oklahoma's 5-star offensive tackle commit Michael Fasusi also elected to attend Texas versus Kentucky game instead of the OU versus Alabama matchup. After hearing the news, Venables responded during his weekly press conference with, "You're not committed if you're visiting other places." And that has been his stance ever since he got there. Not sure if he needs to say that out loud all the time. I'm not sure. Many coaches do that, and they say that to players, but Venables likes to say it in public for whatever reason. I don't think it really helps his case, but anyway, that's what he does. Okay. However, for many, including players trying to decide what place best fits their future goals and coordinators thinking about the potential risks of leaving their current post, OU's offense has not been fully convincing. Heading into the contest against Alabama, the Sooners had lost 4 straight conference games and averaged just 25.1 points per matchup, ranking 94th out of 134 teams in the FBS. But the game on Saturday showed the offense's potential. It shows what we're capable of, Venables said. We've said it, this is a developmental game. The offense was dealing with several young players, a few new guys, and different lineups week in and week out. It shows again what we're capable of. It is tough to keep coming back. It's not easy, but you don't have a lot of other options. No, not really. This has stood true for many players on OU's roster, but specifically sophomore starting quarterback Jackson Arnold. He has had to endure the challenges of a difficult season, having to respond after being benched for freshman quarterback Michael Hawkins Jr. during the Tennessee game before getting pulled back in against South Carolina. Arnold has not only had to face criticism from public, but has also had to acknowledge the reality that the next offensive coordinator will likely bring a quarterback with him. Despite this, the win against Alabama gave the offense something to celebrate, and Arnold something to build on as he thinks about what comes next. "This will be a signature win in my playing career," Arnold said on Saturday. "You don't have many like this. I don't know if I will ever have the field rushed again. It is special. Okay. Current play calling co-offensive coordinator Joe John Finley was able to find holes in the run game using both Arnold and freshman running back Xavier Robinson, who stated earlier this week that he elected not to use his redshirt this season to help the team during its final 2 games and to attack Alabama's defense. Man, we really appreciate you, Xavier Robinson. Arnold ran the ball 25 times for a career-high 131 rushing yards. Robinson followed behind him with 107 and 2 touchdowns off 18 carries. The duo combined for 238 yards with OU's 257 rushing yards, which is the most Alabama has allowed in the game this season. OU outgained Alabama 325 to 234 in total yardage on Saturday in the win to become bowl eligible. For like the 26th consecutive season, I believe. Only second behind Georgia, who I believe is at 27 or 28. It wasn't on accident. I can promise you that, Finley said of his decision to utilize the run game. There were a lot of those that were reads, and Arnold had the option to give it or keep it, and he ran tough all night and took care of the ball. However, OU's offense was not only successful in the run game at play on Saturday as the fans' Owen Field sprinted towards the 50-yard line after the upset. Fittingly, both represent the opportunity to move forward. For the fan base, this moment gave them a chance to support OU and find what seemed to be lost energy. And for the team, the offensive momentum and potential picture, what could one day be a tool as Oklahoma continues to build this program in the SEC. I know some people were watching around the country saying, "You're Oklahoma. Why would you storm the field?" And maybe that's a good point. OU play-by-play broadcaster Toby Rowland said on air after the game, "But I'll offer this. Unless you have lived through the years Sooner fans have lived through, don't throw stones. This place isn't used to having a year like this. Venables understands the struggles of the season, but for now he is taking wins as they come and enjoying them while they last. It is just not a normal thing here. The standards are really high," Venables said of the field storming, but it was pretty magical. Yet it was. I mean, we don't get to see it. Hell, I can't remember the last time I saw OU fans storm the field. I mean, we're so used to winning at a high clip that we just don't have to do stuff like that most of the time. But this season has been a struggle. And if you like me, you're never going to give up on the team, like per se. Like, I'm still going to watch every play, every game. And we're going to talk through it and all this stuff. But beating Alabama, who were ranked number 7 at the time, man, it was special for this season, this team, this group. And I appreciate the effort by the team. I appreciate them getting that win for Danny Studsman, Billy Bowman, Ethan Downs, and all the rest of the seniors out there, man. I really appreciate everything they've done over their career. Really appreciate the fans, man. Y'all really stood up in that game. Y'all showed out. Y'all were loud and proud. And hey, man, I appreciate y'all if you made it this far in the video. Please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and Boomer Sooner.